That is fine. Like cosmetic DLCs as a way to support the devs more if you want to support them more. Why not? It's like a Patreon, but instead of Patreon taking the money, Steam takes the money instead.
Ruin has come to our family.
Ruin has come. Oh wait, no, this is not. It's the wrong version of the game. I opened the original DD instead. I was wondering why it felt so off. Like when I loaded up the thing and I saw like that, I was like, why does it feel off? Like something's wrong there. It should not have been that. And I was like, oh. Okay. Yeah, like I got too used to this. So I was like, why is he speaking? That's not normal. I mean, I love his voice, but we have done this for so long, I forgot that his voice is a normal part of the game. Whoops. Hehe.
Regrettably, not each soul among us
Ruin has come to our family.
The end of it all.
Okay. I don't remember what emergency meeting. Right. The Sus is on. We were supposed to find the Sus. That's what was happening. Apprentice. So we need an apprentice team that can deal with the Sus. Instead, like I don't remember what I brought the last time, but I remember the party just did not work. Whatever I brought. Like the party just broke down extremely quickly. So let's not let that happen again. What Crusaders peak. I wish I could do it. I hate that O-Tech. The O-Tech is annoying, it really is. Crusader is very base though, I agree. Quad. You know what else was funny? Quad Occultist was kind of funny for Treasury. Like, I think they may have rebalanced it by now, but like, I remember Quad Occultist being very weird initially. Like, in terms of like how well it actually worked out. No, you. There we go. We'll go with this party. Okay, sort by rarity, unequip all trinkets, give her this and this, give her... No, we can't bleed them, so everything else here is kinda useless. On attack hit, buff self plus 5% damage. On attack hit. If not religious... If not religious plus that. Minus 10% damage, minus 3% crit. Yeah, this is fine. Give her this. But why does she have... No, yeah, that's correct. Give her... I don't think I have anything specific for Kavrots for her. When enraged by Reckless Rage, on non-killing attack, self plus 4 stress. Okay, so give her this. Give her this. Then we go deal with the Sus. I don't know if there's anything else other than the attack in that stage, but... Oh wait, before that. Yep, okay, let's do this real quick. You and you. 1, 2, 3. spot. Okay. Now we're ready to go. Emergency meeting. There's some sauce among us. Just in case.
Wait just a second. Something seems irregular about one of these scanners.
No, I'm sorry. But he didn't say something's a little sus. He didn't say the thing. He didn't say the line. You're supposed to say, wait a minute, something seems a little sus. So, welcome back, Infodave. Hope you're staying safe outdoors if you're outdoors. Right now. They're escaping. No! Look at them pussying off like that. What a disappointment. His dodge wasn't even that high. I'm surprised everything missed. I don't know if that's intentional, but yeah. Oh no! I forgot to change the Plague Doctor skills, didn't I? Like, it only registered now. The Plague Doctor doesn't have the right skills. I mean, they have one Blight skill, so it's not as bad, but they do not have both. It just crit her. It crit her block. Just to do that. That's fucked up, yo. Seven, 10. Devastate. Oh, that stuns. Oh. I mean, at least she got it. What a horrible battle this one is. No pops. Yeah, that's good. All according to plan, clearly. I mean, I was intending for there to be no corpse either way, but it worked out in the strangest way possible, I guess. Attack with 12 damage and the stun is so fucked up. It really is. Like, the amount of damage it does at the tier of battle it's at is kind of very messed up. Especially since, like you said, it's a double stun. Like, even if this little shit, I mean, this big shit on their own didn't have that high damage, it's like... Uh-oh. 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 Stun, stun, stun. Oh, thank fucking god. Like, even if his damage wasn't so high, I find, like, the fact that the rest of them combined already have pretty high damage anyway. Just that fact alone makes this feel very messed up either way. Like, no matter what, someone is gonna hit for, like, big damage. Gonna hit DRG modding, like, even mod enable updates, it downloads it and you have to enable all of the updates at the same time. You can't choose which. Wait, what? You can't choose which mod you use? You have to enable all of update ones at the same time. So, like, you have to, in order to... Wait, as in, you have to re-enable it? For the thing? If I'm understanding this right? To apply the mod... Oh, okay, yeah, I was missing that piece of information. I didn't know that was how it did the thing. Yeah, if that's the case, that's quite annoying, huh? I like how the damage number was just out of screen there. I could not see what number it was. I'm assuming it was 28, but... yeah, it was completely out of screen there. Oh. But yeah, this sounds like quite a pain though, if you have to re-enable every single mod just to get the one mod to like update properly. Like surely there had to have been a better way to do it. Yeah, like if you have a bunch of mods and you don't use all of them all the time, it does feel like it could get a little annoying. Having to deal with mods that sometimes just like load themselves in order to just start up. Turn it off and restart the game if I want to play vanilla. Don't use otherwise, but when updates turns on. Yeah, the whole process sounds like it could end up being potentially a pain to try and like get it all set up properly. Change the game a lot, so you need fresh launch.
This one will not fall.
This one will not fall. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
We must act.
Oh no, oh no, 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 no. F-blow resist minus. Christ, that's a lot of damage in a single hit. Hi, please die. Still not enough, huh? Ah, it's a good thing she went first. That changes things a lot. I could have... That could have been potentially very unfortunate if that didn't happen the way it did. Ah, thank goodness. But is this really it? Is this all? Is this all? Oh. Like this is part of a full like story chain, right? Like bit by bit as we progress on, there's gonna be more, I assume, right? Moonring works in low light, if I recall. I'll check it. Give me a second. But if I recall, the Moonring only does stuff in like on the cruise before stacking, offering a more intensive cost. Unlocks all attacks in other regions. Oh wait, they don't start out spawning anymore, huh? Like, oh, I see. So now they are like slated to like spawn in that manner instead, huh? Here you go. Plus 20% stress healing and 20% healing received if torch below 26. No, the sustain imposters can be everywhere. Oh no. I don't think I necessarily like that. Is there any drawback for failing that mission? Like, I'm wondering if it's worth it to just not do it for some people if they don't want to search around. Just so that they don't have to, like, deal with it. Combat skills 8 free. Ooh. You don't want to suss around, you don't have to do it. Yeah, like I mean, like, it's a good thing that like there isn't a it isn't a forced thing in that sense as well. Like, it would have been quite twisted if like you would get punished, you know, like the wolf would in vanilla. Like it's nice that it doesn't do that. What bosses are left? These two. How do I do those two? The sandworm, I just needed to destroy its tongue. Which... It's a pain. This one shouldn't be too hard, I reckon. No, I mean, it is still problematic since there's like a shit ton of like snacks to deal with, but... How do? It's a good way to do it. I could try to level up more of the... Actually, no, we can do this one first, I think. Like this. With him, we don't even need to mark. We just need to give him accuracy up. Then... Yeah, you know what? Let's just bring as many modded characters as we can. Why not? He won't be able to do much there. So... This is fine. Do I need the debuffs? Like this, maybe. Denounce. It's a ton updated apps and saw a coming soon one. It's a turn-based gacha, but the twist is it's like time travel shit, and it says they have authentic accents like British and Italian. Is it 1999? I think that should already be out, or yeah, either that or it'll be out soon. 1999. Oh yeah, I saw the ads where the person goes like, "Ciao." I can't tell if that's supposed to be a legit accent. I did laugh a little when I first saw it though. It looked... It's the more... I guess you could say that like of all the gacha games that are upcoming, it was the one that received the most press. In part because there's nothing else coming out that's on that level. And also because it actually appeared at TGS, I think, the Tokyo Game Show, where it did the rounds as well. So like more people were talking about it overall. I hope it's interesting. I don't know if I want to play it. I feel like the gacha game industry is getting overly saturated at this point. Like I was looking at the stats for like what, like as in like all the numbers of like what people are playing, what's being installed, what's being like spent on. And I realized that like globally, like if you look at stats outside of Japan, it's like Genshin is just like light years ahead of every other fucking game out there. It's insanely scary. Like it may not look like it because there are a lot of people who hate the game as well, but when you look at the people who do still play it, it's like those people spend a lot of money. Like its revenue is double of the next highest game if you exclude Pokemon Go. Like the only game that might actually be on Genshin's level is actually Pokemon Go. Like in terms of sales and shit. So in the Discord. Which one? The music one? I would need to scroll a little, wouldn't I? No, not the Guardian Tales one. Oh, the Genshin Impact one. Yes, I saw it. The one more pool one. You see, that would be true. That would be more relatable if Genshin actually gave out gems in a friendly enough manner rather, for people to be able to like do that one more pull every single time. No, I don't have enough bleed to make taking bleed worth it. Was there any good gear? Beat amount applied. I should arrange this by class specific gear, I feel like. But yeah, I don't know. That game does do quite well. I wonder how well like this 1999 will do though. Like with every new gacha game that releases and stays popular, it does feel like there's less space left. I mean, it makes sense, right? That there'll be less space left for every other game that comes out. And I feel that like when you look at the number of gacha games that are dying every month, that like the industry is probably reaching its like critical mass at this point. The best gacha I've tried. The others are super generic as fantasy ones. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, you look at it this way, it's like, you have Guardian Tales, which you enjoy and would be your first game, right? Then there are people who, even in this day and age, are still masochistic enough to want to play FGO a ton. Then you have people who play all the different MiHoYo games. You have Blue Archive, you have Arc Knights. Like, there's so many games out there that people actually are investing a lot into. And with games like this, which want their players to invest into it, it's like it causes like the market to shrink a lot more than the regular game industry in that sense. Free-to-play games are cancer of the industry. I do agree it is. Like, oh fuck man. Like I still remember when I first saw that the latest Atelier game came out and it became a gacha game instead. How disappointed I was. Perfumer's Needle, okay. I was looking at the wrong thing. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, K, L, M, N, O, P. It does hurt the industry a lot. When like companies that have been doing well are also now making like gacha games. Instead, Kevin's debuff status chance. Status chance. Okay, so higher chance of debuffing them basically gives us stretched thin with too many on X game. Yeah, I feel like because of that, the industry is actually reaching its critical mass. Which when it does, it's like, oh boy, there's a lot of companies I feel like that are gonna get hit massively. Like games like FGO and like Genshin, they're just gonna stay there and be fine even as the rest of the industry dies. But like it does feel like at some point a lot of these companies which are like desperately investing into into making newer gacha games are gonna like suffer a lot, in the sense that like they're gonna put a lot of money, like millions of yen, into a game thinking that it's gonna be able to turn at least X amount, and it's gonna earn like half of that amount, and like many companies are gonna be like severely debilitated by that. I mean, you could say it's their fault for doing it in the first place, but yeah. It feels like at the very least within Japan, it will reverberate at some point. FGO, yeah, Fate Grand Order? That one? Don't I have the cherry? Yeah, this thing. No, she's religious, so I can't want to put the thing on her. I'm spending too much time at this screen while trying to figure out how to articulate my like very not so articulate self. If not religious. this, this, and this, and for him, where is? We're not taking that. It's a little too OP. He doesn't have fair weather faster. Okay. We can give him this actually. Makes him tank a little better, right? Little OP even without it. Just a little. Clearly. Just a little. Alright, we don't get to camp before this boss, huh? Yeah, we should be fine, right?
We can ignore this matter no longer. A worm is impeding us.
Oh
A worm
no.
so ancient that it has grown beyond comprehension.
Oh
Not
no.
only does it threaten to cause cave-ins down below, it terrorizes those on the surface, friend and foe alike. If we are to proceed, we must do the unthinkable and defeat this Leviathan of the sands.
Defeated? No way. How can we do such a thing?
If we are to strike the heart of the troglodytes, we must clear this desert Leviathan from our path. When you have the mighty terror's attention, we will provide cannon fire. This is it. Hold fast. The
Hold
gunnery is
fast.
being ready to aid you.
Hold fast or expire. Hold fast or expire. Come to think of it, why did I give him the candles on? Oh yeah, the candles, I forgot. It was protect, right? That's in the thing that it gave. Actually, I could have used it on him, to be honest. I'm thinking of the thrall and one more person, since we're gonna actually get the thrall to tank a little. Maybe her. At this point, I feel like, of all people, he probably needs it the least. That much is probably for sure. Oh, scary! No! How could you miss? I didn't give him accuracy up, huh? Yeah, without any form of accuracy buff, he really isn't gonna hit that, huh? Like, his accuracy isn't all that good, and this thing has like 40 dodge. And he doesn't have his mark skill, which I forgot to set as well. Without his mark skill, I'm kind of just a little stuck, I feel like. Cause I do want him to like actually hit it, you know. Are you fucking kidding me? No. No. Just stop. That was a very big crit he got there. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I would say I'm disappointed, but that would be insufficient to describe how I feel about how he just hit. Uh-oh. It's like he's hitting for like 40 plus per hit. The amount is no joke. His heal is actually massive. I mean his not heal, sorry, his damage is actually massive. Because like 40 plus is like more than half my HP and he does it like twice a turn at times. He's not gonna hit with the 40 dodge, is he? I really do feel like he's not gonna hit with the 40 dodge. Maybe I should just get him to like aim for the main body instead. I genuinely do not see him actually hitting the tongue at all. Yeah, look at the damage, like what the fuck? Don't dodge the tongue, it's a 40 dodge. I needed his he has a mark skill that also reduces the enemy's dodge by 16. I think I actually need that skill, otherwise like I can't hit the tongue well.
This day is far from over. Step in good health.
Ooh. It's a good thing he managed to dodge that, but he's gonna use it twice a turn, isn't he? Yeah, he just like yeah. If I heal that big, I mean with how big the damage is, and the fact that I fucked up with the skill setting as well,
I would prefer not to keep him busy.
I guess it would happen, huh? Ah, Stress Eater, the worst possible perk. I don't think there's any perk I despise more than Stress Eater. Tuck it out. Pretty unsubtle. What? Crit Upwong is crazy. Yeah. No, if I had the accuracy, I feel like it would have been easier, but I didn't have the right accuracy buffs there. So that kind of messed it up a little. I guess we go do something else in the meantime. Do I need to farm more gold? Maybe. We could go for more gold. That or no, I can't YOLO him with this party. Can I? Yeah, I can't. Can I? If I went for the boss with a party like a... One, two, three, four. It's good enough in normal runs, right? Since the Mark Cleon remote. Yeah. Yeah. On normal runs, it's a very big amount, as is. I would say more like, I guess it's big because you can use it every turn. No, I don't have enough money to upgrade all of them, so... Yep, I guess we go do a money run instead. Yep, that 25%, 30 is fine with a cooldown. Whichever you prefer. Either reduce the cap or add a cooldown, or maybe both. But yeah, fine-tuning the precise amount is what needs to be done. Cause crit healing, yeah, but like... Crit healing is like... Using crit healing as the reason feels a bit off. Like, if we go by that logic, it's like, yeah, the occultist, if he gets his like 38 heal and he crits, that's like, it's gonna full heal anyone that isn't like a tank. It's also very OP, but I guess yours is more stable, yeah. So if like you're always healing 30 and you crit heal, it might be bigger than like an occultist regular crit heal. If you don't want to do cooldown, maybe 20? 25? I don't know. 20. Okay, let's take a base HP of 77, right? How much is a 20 heal? So 20 times, no, sorry, 0.2 multiplied by like, let's say 75, that's about 15. A single target heal of 15 would be lower than this, so if we go with like 0.25 times, that's about 18.75. It's slightly higher than Divine Grace, which sounds a bit too good, maybe, if it's 25. Like 20% would be put it lower than this. 25 would put it higher than this. And this has a 1-turn cooldown. So if you want to use something as a benchmark, maybe this. Because it's either it will end up healing the average character with 75 HP. Yeah, because basically like I'm using 75 as a benchmark, right? But like the tankier the character, the more they will heal. So you just gotta take that into account. That like, because it's percentage based, while it sounds like it would match this, the moment you bring tanks into the picture, it's inherently better than Divine Grace. Yeah, that's why I was thinking of like 20% cap. Or maybe somewhere in the middle. What if we go for like a very weird number, like 23%? Okay, let's take him for example, right? 110 HP. Well, 110 would mean that the heal at endgame would heal a tank for 27.5 HP. So let's say it rounds up to 28. He'll heal this guy for 28, which is better than this, and on average, better than this as well. Which makes it feel a little too strong if there's no cooldown. If we went with 20%, it's already healing 22, so 22 is the average of this. So like your expected value from this, he will heal consistently to a tank. And when it comes to anyone with, but she has 65 HP, huh? I guess. Yeah, I guess maybe 25. Maybe 25. It's tough because he's like the only character. If you're benchmarking him to like vanilla characters, it's kind of tough because no one in vanilla other than the flagellant heals for percentage, right? And even his percentage heal is like, it's super hard to pull off in the first place. I mean, there is a drawback in order to pull it off, rather. Normal heroes. Yeah, sure. Yeah, this is the thing, right? As long as you know what you wanted to do, and if that is what you wanted to do, then sure, I'm fine with that. It sounds like it's fine anyway. Like, it's just a matter of how much better or worse you want it to be. Maybe like this. Damn it. How do I go about doing this? Okay, I need to rethink my strat. Okay, she is religious, that doesn't matter. Give her this. And this. Where is his thing? Yeah, this. And this. This. This and this. Okay, then we go back and upgrade their gear real quick. Do other heroes give healing recovery buffs? I mean, some of them probably do. I can't name it off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure some of them probably do. Not an Uber tank empty? No, I'm just using her to buff him. With this. So I just want to make sure they can get their kills. Oh yeah, wait, no, if that's the case, actually I should give her like, I should do like this. No, that's a little overkill. Let's do this. Look, I could go over tank anti, but yeah, it's fine. It'll be funnier this way. Probably not, but I promise it will. Hopefully be funnier this way. What do I sell? Focus ring. Okay, let's go. So loves to get kills. Yeah. That's why I was thinking of whether or not to give her I was thinking of whether or not to give her this. Just for the funnies as well. So that like he can get his 2 to 3 per battle. Then like she will mop up everything else. Because he can only get it for up to 3 enemies per battle anyways. So like, if I do this, he'll more or less get like 50% of the kills, I hope. Or maybe instead of her I bring... But her gear is not up. And I have no money left. Yeah, this is fine. It's only have one mark. Yeah, I have no other character that can consistently mark. I could bring her with the thing that gives her the mark, this thing. But I don't have money to upgrade her skills, so this is fine. It's a little scuffed, but we'll go with this for now. Armor piercing 30%. % damage reflection. This is kind of funny actually. I don't know if I want to bring this to the boss just to like. No, not that boss, I guess. I feel like I might kill myself quicker instead, if anything. By doing that. Plague Doctor. Something to sell. No, it's fine. We have enough. Food is an issue. It breaks enemy AI. Yeah, I mean, with how big the damage reflection is, it really feels like it would screw with them very badly as well. Like, I can imagine them getting completely confused on what to do when, like, the thing that they want to do ends up getting them killed more often than not instead. Then we have 4 meals worth. Because he has a damage taken debuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true, huh? Like, the person that they want to target the most is gonna get them killed for targeting. It gives him plus 20% damage taken and plus 50% damage reflection. Yeah, it's very nice. Arguably maybe a little too nice, but it's really nice. Combine that with his counter move. I mean, it's hell for the enemies to pay once you start doing stuff like that. It feels like they just have no hope.
With each atrocity and sacrifice, these creatures hobble closer to achieving their dark divinity. Let us remedy this predicament. We must be more vigilant.
That's fine. Did I change her skills? No, I did not change her skills. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Oh yeah, with the counter especially, huh? Like if he does like enough damage on his counter, the enemies just stand no chance at all. Damn it. That's so fucked up. Why do they even have a stealth? Like, why? I mean, if I didn't accidentally bring Buckshot, I could still do something about it, but yeah. It'd be annoying. It's very annoying that they have it. It's extremely annoying. So, hey, at least they're... Oh, I forgot to use scavenge. Like, 55% protect. So, like, killing them is very problematic. They spawn in the back. So, targeting them, you're also limited in how you can target them. So, like, they're already annoying enough to kill. Then, on top of all of that, they just stealth on turn 2. Like what is this Mickey Mouse bullshit I'm, like, witnessing before my very eyes right now? Yeah, it's like... literally, unless you have anti-stealth, like, there is barely any counterplay to that. Four for 5 turns. Oh, that's a big oof. Okay, so yes. So, good day. Good. Actually, no, not so good. She didn't leave a corpse. That's not as good. Yeah, if I had Bombard, I feel like I could have potentially killed off one of them before this even happened. Like, maybe it wouldn't have ended up with, like, this bad at least. How much restoration is that? 26 for 2 turns. Yeah, she should be fine. Yes, money! Ah,
Wars consist of a great many battles.
money! Money! Twitch and their infinite wisdom decided to add stories like Instagram. I don't know what the hell why it's annoying getting noticed for it, and my what is no section for like enable. Experiment them is all or nothing. Did they really make it like forced?
More than our enemies.
That's very stupid. Like, thankfully the few like Twitch streamers that I follow don't actually use it, because that sounds like a very big annoyance to have to deal with.
Togetherness is a rare thing in this place.
Like, the fact that they didn't leave in a way to, like, disable it either. I don't know what they're thinking, man. Oh, I can't change the skill. I can't change the skills in camp, huh? Why? Why is that not a thing? Why can't I change skills in camp? Come on. It would have made sense to be able to. Hey, Snorlaxo, how you doing? Someone post a story again on Twitch. And yeah, straight on top of the app.
The darkness will not impede
Yeah, the
us.
fact that like there's no way to like change it either. Like the app really needs a bit of reworking, huh? Oh god. Yes, indeed you did. It's a good thing you did. Glad to see you managed to wake up today as well. Just getting that daily gamer respawn in, right? Wait, no, not this. This.
Secure it and march on. We still have much to do.
What do I toss? I guess I can toss the salt. Archaeology kit? Maybe not so important. Good job.
Good job!
Yes. 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 Even better. Gotta start getting them W's. With what? The waking up in the most epic way possible.
Against the light, our foes will fall.
The morning dubs. Gotta get them morning dubskis, brother. That felt horrible to say. It would be nice if there's an easier way to get him to the front. I guess if I had a different party, maybe it would have been easier, but I guess this is fine. Ha! Is the animation different? Or is it like it varies depending on the ammunition type? I don't remember it looking like that. I remember it used to be that she would like throw a grenade instead. But I feel like maybe that's just because like I had a specific ammunition type equipped. And I just like have failing memory or something.
What a death stroke.
There we go. See, it's all going well. And then for the first four skills. And that includes smoke screen, huh? Yeah, I guess it really is just an issue of like I use the same one so often that I just don't realize across a single playthrough that it changes. Like it really just might be that, cause like I'm only now realizing that that's the case. That it changes. I did my first veteran class. It's unfair how easy. It's unfair how easy you get through them. It comes with the years of experience as an epic gamer. I 420 my way through them while no scoping, and that's why it works. No, but for real, they are quite bad at the start. Like, it looks easy now, but that's only because of the fact that my characters are like a little more level as well. Like I'm running it with like characters that are level 4 as well. And the rare gears do help a lot. Unless you mean I'm getting very good RNG, in which case I'm sorry. But yeah, it's only some of the time that it goes well, I guess. Like sometimes it just goes massively horribly as well. Like I've had runs, I mean, I guess we all have had runs, right? That like just end in like the second room of the dungeon. Like yeah, that happens too. Sometimes it's just one of those days and then I die horribly. But not today. Today is actually going decent for now. upgrade gear, yeah. Yeah, I reckon the gear probably helps a lot with it. They bring like an Eclipse Trinket. Yeah, the Eclipse Trinkets, but oh yeah, but you can only get Eclipse Trinkets once you mean this one? Yeah, these ones are only at the end of the game as well. So like that probably would have helped a lot. Like being at champion and going back to do veteran. Oh, you know what would be funny? If I gave her the Ember Grinder, and I just had like 3 people in the party with like different gear for grinding if they kill. So like no matter who gets the kill, I will always get an item dropping. Long champion quest, yeah. I'm just glad that the quest to get that didn't fail horribly as well. Since that would also have a chance of going not good at all.
Is righteous, but requires funds.
But yeah, it does feel like with champion it's slightly less bad though. I could be wrong, but it does feel like with the way that the levels work in this, that like veteran just ends up being like slightly tougher to get into than champion. Because when you get in the champion, your level is at what it should be, but with like veteran, no, but technically your level is right. It's just that like the scaling is weird or something, right? Because you start at 1 instead or something. I forgot what it was. Like some stuff at the veteran level up is a bit like iffy, but by champion it should be back to normal, I think. Yeah. The mod has had that problem for a while. Well, not problem, I guess. In a way, it's happening because of the way that the level was changed, if I recall how it was explained to me before. Where, like, because you start at level 1 instead of 0, when you level to that point, it's like there's a little bit of a underpower compared to if you were in the same situation in vanilla. Let me think about it. Yeah, you really need that tier 3 gear. I mean level 3 gear rather. Yeah, I wouldn't do it without level 3 gear as well. Like the risk is a little big for my liking as well. Or too big rather, I guess. A little too big for my liking would be the correct way to put it. Farm a lot of marks of honor. My training hall. Alright, the valor marks, yes. It doesn't help that those are obtained from one of the toughest areas in the game as well, especially early on. I don't know, I find the exterior interior to be like comparatively tougher as well. Especially in the early game before like gear is all nice and settled. Yes. It doesn't help that I get very impatient as well when it comes to the grinds. So there do just end up being times where like I feel like my gear is not at what it should be for that level. It's a lot of damage, yeah. Like especially early on it feels like the parties that would work there are a little more specific. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Man, arms left when getting left for repulse and take the blocking your easy in the eye. Ah, well, that would actually work pretty well as well, huh? I never thought of Leper, but like I do bring the man at arms there a lot. Since like he does help a lot, especially among the vanilla characters, to ensure the party like doesn't go too south, I guess, in that sense. in terms of like how when things go bad, you have a bit of a way out, I guess. If that makes any sense at all.
For now. Keep it up.
Like if someone is dying, you can protect them. Unless you get very unlucky with the AoEs. And just stuff like that in general.
Our path is revealed. March
Okay,
on.
what do I toss? I kind of want the rare antique, but... What's that leper with the fencer trait? Oh! A leper with fencer. Accuracy means you get permanent plus 15 accuracy on repose as leper. Oh, that's actually... Huh! Now that you mention it, that actually sounds really good. Like, if it doesn't trigger on repose, because it's on attack, right? So, like, on repose, it doesn't actually... Now that's a true 5D chess move if I ever heard of one. Yeah, and he does get more accuracy from the Man-at-Arms' buff, right? If I recall.
I am sure the previous owner will not mind.
So like you just get more, it just keeps stacking and you just get more profit. As a result of that. Go like that, then back that way. 90% of room battles. And put on revenge for plus 25% damage, 15 extra. At that point, it actually sounds like for once in the leper's life, his accuracy might actually be overkill. Just that one time. Curio. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, not today though. Just aesthetically. Yeah, I don't want to try doing that with like this party. I mean, this party. No. Maybe it will work. I don't know, like just because the antiquarian is here, I feel worried to do that. Lest I die horribly, but not gonna lie, it's kinda tempting. You want to risk it. The thing is, technically I don't have to finish the mission. Right, I just need to get enough money and I can just like bugger off. And this party does do decent damage. Yeah, that's why it wouldn't be too bad. Like if I look at my current money, that's already like 3k. 9k. Don't get annihilated. Yeah. I feel like that might be the bigger issue. That I might get too greedy. And stay longer than I should. And then that actually does become an issue. I guess we can think about it more as things go. Yeah, we can consider it. Google Play Store publisher name XHM Puzzle and limit those emails with like 2 sites, one is 20 and they want your exact location analytics and email and stuff. Another one of those? It really feels like the App Store, I mean especially the Google Play Store, it's like getting more and more of those because of the fact that they don't actually like curate the content on their fucking like store page at all. I feel like just with them especially it's a problem. Like obviously Apple does have that problem to some extent, but they do at least curate it a little more, I guess. If not because they care about the consumer, then more so because they want to be the only ones harvesting your data. I wonder how much those data harvesting apps actually earn though. Or like those, like obviously they're getting paid by someone else, not just the consumer using the app. So like they're earning a fair amount, but like I do wonder overall how much they actually earn. Like there's that one website that's used by a lot of publishing firms as well, right? Like what's it called? Data.ai. The company changed its name, so now it has like a buzzword AI name, but back in the past, that app used to be used by a lot of analysts within the game industry as well to like check like the trends on the App Store. Like I know a lot of companies in Japan actually use it as well. Damn it. What do I toss? I kind of want that, but I don't want to toss anything that I have right now. You need bandages? I mean, maybe not. No, we do need bandages. Not for me to use in battle, but for me to get more amber. Like with bandages, I can use her to interact with more curios to get more loot, which is more money. And that's the main reason we have the bandages, not to actually use it in battle. It's not cheap as info harvesting apps. Yeah, there's a lot of those, which is kind of annoying as well. Wait, let's collect ourselves. Yes. But I want to try it. I kind of want to try it. It's not the smartest thing to do, but and this rest before. No, you see the thing with resting is that like I still have the buffs from the previous rest. But the bigger issue than that is that I don't have a way to prevent ambush with this party. So my main worry with resting is that if I rest, I'll get ambushed. Oh wait, no, we can get more stuff here. I can go for this. Okay, we try and rest and hope that it goes well. If it doesn't go well, then fuck it, we don't do it. It was not meant to be, right? We just like try it. And hope for the best. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It's just like, whatever, we'll just not do it then. It's a sign to do it. It's a sign. Steve is gonna stand guard. He protected us all.
We cannot permit this cosmic malformation to tread this earth.
Oh yeah, he does move us as well, huh? I mean, thankfully it's not as bad, but it still kind of sucks that he moves us around. Okay. May Steve watch over us all. 8% protect. Lucky mark. 70%. Is it luck? Yeah, probably is, huh? No, it's a 70% chance. I would say that's a fair chance. Like, it's lucky in the sense that it's not 100%, but it's a okay-ish. It's a believable level of luck, I guess. It's literally a free flashlight button on your phone. As long as you have a flashlight, having a premium one and that. Dude, yeah, the thing with flashlight could have failed. Yeah, that's true. It could very well have failed there, yeah. Oh wait, no, that reduces damage. Uh-oh. But yeah, a flashlight app always felt a little, I don't know. Like, I do not believe they can actually get the output of the front screen strong enough to be able to like match an actual like flashlight to begin with. So like, I don't even know if it's worth it. I mean, it's not, but you know. Actually, it's high definition definitely. This whole video is not flashlight. Yeah, like I don't believe that they can like get it bright enough to actually like be on par with a flashlight. I'm trying very hard to not accidentally say like to say flashlight correctly rather. So far, it does not indeed. I mean, the fact that he managed to crit and do 72 out of 80 HP and damage, not the best indeed. Not the best, indeed.
This life cannot be wasted.
Him spamming that as well is not helping in the slightest. Thankfully, we have restoration and like, because of how the battle is going, he's constantly like spending one turn to like summon that shit instead. I'm trying to go, there's like something right on the lower, press a button, I got something about $100,000 taken now. I mean that, at that point it just sounds completely like a scam if anything. $5,000 to press a button. Yeah, I'm so sure someone would actually like pay people to push a button with no returns. Abusive? Paranoid. Does that reduce his damage? Picture minus peaks. Abusive would have helped quite a lot. Stalwart. Yes. 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 You're truly just hanging on by a thread at this point. That is truly lucky, indeed. truly, truly lucky. That's it. I need to end this fast though. Otherwise, this might actually go very south very soon. Cause yeah, I need to end this. Or he is actually just gonna get a heart attack and die, I think. Mission slow. Go. We did it. We may not be able to clear the rest of the dungeon, but we did it. So let's still... On combat end, gain 1 to 2 additional gems, 50% chance. Buffs and loot chance are... Buffs and loot chance... above double. Oh, okay, so the buffs and loot chance shown above are double if torch is below 1. Okay. I don't know why it was like so difficult for me to read that. More loot, nice. More loot for the next time we come here. Not now though. He don't look too good. We will go back so I can see what loot is here, and then we'll fuck off. Cause no, we can go to that room as well since there's no battle all the way there. Like I wanna like maximize the loot we take back at least. Curio room battle. Like since we can see the room and all, it does feel worth it to at least try. No, the Mountain Dew. I mean, not the Mountain Dew. The Monster energy drink. No, the monster. This was the monster within her all along. These trinkets are great for EI Knight. Ah, it is, isn't it? Oh, that you mention it. Uh-oh. Okay. I guess we go back then. The other rooms have battles, and I don't want to risk the battles. Sweats. Light sensitive. Oh, light sensitive is horrible.
My path leading here has been a hard one, friend.
He's gonna be out of commission for a while, isn't he? Like, we need to get rid of this. We're gonna need to get rid of the quirk. Oh, for some reason I'm trying to fight rods. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. Yes, gotcha. We can try doing her, I guess. Last bosses on the list. Yep. The rest of the bosses are the roaming bosses, so it's more like once we beat the 2 of them, the only goal left is to decide whether or not we want to try to like intentionally fight the Ignolian or shit like that, just so that I can buff this trinket while we wait for the final. I guess maybe it's not the final update, but until the next update. Because like, in terms of like final bosses, it's just these 2 left. This was one game I absolutely love, but they can discontinue it. It was like the match games that you had the feel and you can match 15 at a time. And get grass, and every 5 you can bonus 3 wheat, wood, and cosmetics, and you can research different animal. Beach or volcano. What? Wait, what is that game? That is like level 6 plus. Yeah, there is that. I think they added a darkest difficulty stage, but I don't know how we're supposed to unlock it. I'll slowly try to get there as well, since I do want to do it, but like I need to figure out how to do it as well. Because right now all I know is that it exists, but not how to get to it. Like I'm guessing it's related to the Sus appearing. Because when the Sus appeared, like it seemed, because I feel like since they added that, it has to be linked to that to some extent. But yeah, that's gonna take a little to get to. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. This is probably fine. Do I want to bring him? The issue now is I don't know whether I want to bring the Occultist or bring the Vestal. I feel like bringing the Vestal would be more stable. But with how much damage the boss does, stability may not help much. But make houses all upgraded and get more people and resources. I mean, yeah, but like that concept with the concept of making a matching game, but the stuff you match having progression in another game sounds fun. Like it doesn't, at the very least, it doesn't sound like Cityscapes or another one of those like standard scams on the App Store, which is cool. Oh. Wait a second. Wait a second. How would the damage reflection work though? Can I reflect the snake's damage back at her? That's what I'm kind of curious about. Is it like it was taken down from App Store because they didn't want to do mobile game investment anymore or something? Mobile game investment? Yeah, but it just feels strange that they actually went to the extent of removing the game. That's all, I guess. Like usually when a company is like, yeah, we don't want to make more mobile games, they don't like go to the extent of removing their past games unless they like really feel like they made something that they're just disappointed in or something, which would be quite sad if it was because of that they took it off the store. Hopefully it wasn't because of a reason like that though. Okay, I'm gonna take a piss real quick before we start this.
Is not to be underestimated. She takes no prisoners and leaves no survivors. Not only appointed by the vizier, she knows well of our intentions. Aiding the Levantine Armada is secondary. To repel us from the Reliquary is her true purpose. She poisons this world, as she would try to poison us.
Oh, you want to know what's one game I really liked that I wish was done better and that didn't die? I really wish that the second Million Arthur game was like done a lot better than it actually was in the end. Like that game was actually really fun for mobile. Like the Million Arthur game was essentially a how do I explain it? How do I explain it? Wait, let me just click on the chat real quick before that. It's like a co-op deck building boss battle game, if that makes any sense. Like the game like a lot of the multiplayer in that game revolves around like, so you have 4 players, each player has their own like class. So like you can only have one player of each class, and there's 4 classes in the game. And then each class has its own deck, and you basically just like fight bosses with like the cards in your deck. A lot like a modern roguelike game, I guess you could say. I mean, a lot like a modern deck building game, I guess you could say, rather. The only issue with that game, or rather the biggest issue, was just the fact that like you could only get the cards for the decks through the gacha, which made the game very horrible to play, because like, in order to play a class, you needed that class's cards, which you could only get from the gacha. Which, as you can imagine, that means that you may not even be able to play the class that you like, just because your gacha luck isn't good. Sounds like across the obelisk. I can imagine it will be similar. Yeah, it's kind of like across the obelisk, except multiplayer, I guess. And your bosses work kind of like... They were all like giant bosses with like multiple parts, and you basically had to like look at the boss's gimmicks and like guard his attacks based off his attacks. I mean, based off what he telegraphs, you guard his attacks, or you break certain parts of the boss to like weaken him and stuff like that. Like it basically played like playing an MMO. Oh, because obviously multiplayer. Oh, it's multiplayer. Okay, pardon me for not knowing that. Yeah, I guess it'll be similar to that, huh? If that's the case. Like the concepts are quite similar, but that game, yeah, it's kind of dead now. Not across the obelisk. I mean the second Million Arthur game. I think. Let me check. Million Arthur 2. It's gonna be tough to find, huh? I get the feeling that the game is dead though. But yeah, it's more like a roguelike. Wait, so the cards you get for your deck are random? Or like, you mean like you get to some extent, is that it? Or do you mean like the card you draw is random at the time? What am I trying to say? What I'm trying to ask is like, so do you get randomized cards to build the deck for across the obelisk? That was what I was trying to ask before my brain like spazzed out, it seems. What is supposed deck build all the stages with random cards here? That actually is quite interesting then. Just get equipment and give synergies. Random. Huh. It makes it sound like there's a lot of randomized stuff in it. I guess that, yeah, I guess in that sense it really is like more like a roguelike, huh? I mean, hey, at the very least, I mean, it being random makes it feel similar, but then again, at least when it's randomized, you know, you aren't paying like fucking like $100 to get like the one card, like a Million Arthur. That system was horrible. Or rather, the fact that like you needed the cards and the cards were core, but they could only be gotten from the gacha. That whole thing was horrible. Oh, this doesn't trigger. Ignores repulsed. Oh, that's actually really good. Fuck, I should have read the text better. Run finish and then start a new deck building basically. Ah. Yeah, that's actually kind of interesting, to be honest. Like, a deck building, a multiplayer roguelike. I guess there are a few of those as well, but even then, like, I don't know, the concept just sounds interesting nonetheless. That they managed to pull it off and all. 14, 7. Okay, so he is dead. I can ignore him now. Yeah. I mean, I guess the bigger issue is just more like trying to keep. Now, I guess nowadays, even like, if you wanted to really wanted to make a dedicated game with your own servers instead of making it peer-to-peer, Amazon Web Services is also a thing nowadays, so it's a little easier as well compared to back then, thankfully. Also, I realized this party does not have very good chem skills. Like, peer-to-peer is also like... I don't know whether I want to say it's fine. I guess for I guess for a turn-based co-op game, peer-to-peer is fine. It's just that there's a level of security risk to it. Is there are multiplayer colony management games, and it's a very small market to begin with. Yeah. I mean, colony management games already have a small market, and it's like, I don't know, it feels like for a decent chunk of the player base at least, the goal is more to like create a world and watch it grow on its own rather than to like, you know, work together with others to like build a city and to like RP together within it. Like, it feels like a segment within a segment, but then again, who knows? Maybe there might actually be a decent number of people who will want that as well. Because I can imagine like people who enjoy Dwarf Fortress might want to dig around with others in like the adventure mode, for example. But if you ask me, like, would I want to play like Fortress mode multiplayer, I'll be like, nah, I don't think I want to actually. Like, I want to play Fortress mode to watch the dwarves, like I watch ants, right, and watch them like do stupid shit, get into stupid situations, and just like laugh at that. Not like have everyone like, hey guys, we need to do this together. Come on, let's order our guy to do this and build this or that. Huh. Yes, I said, I'm sure there are people who would enjoy it as well. It's just that, yeah. It feels like a subset of... I don't know. It very well may not be a subset of a subset. But yeah. I guess the problem would be how to execute such a game, maybe. Because like with a colony itself, it does feel like it'll be tough to decide who can do what. Unless everyone can do everything, it's kind of like a what is Sim Coaster or Coaster Wall that someone actually made like a multiplayer version of it as a mod. And with that game, it's like the multiplayer is everyone can make every order, which like it works, but I can imagine that like it is something that a very specific subset of the people who like the original game would be interested in. Maybe more multiplayer. Oh, that's actually interesting as well. Well, that's the thing. It really, I feel like that one just comes down to personal preference. But like, yeah, I do wonder like how big the market for that style of it would be, because it does sound interesting. But at the same time, if you ask me if I would want to play RimWorld specifically multiplayer, probably not. Rimworld multiplayer. It does sound like an interesting concept though. I have never tried it multiplayer before, so I can't say for sure that I can't say that I know what the experience is like. But it does sound interesting to try at least once.
Yes, strike true.
Well, we want to do different colonies and just have all been punched out, but that kept making frowns sadly. Yeah, wouldn't that affect the performance or something in quite a bit in terms of like having multiple colonies and all? And then there's also the fact that you probably need to all at least start with one original colony, right? Unless they like allow each player to launch separately or something.
Do not waver. The fight goes on.
I mean, if they do, that's actually pretty cool. But I'm not sure how the logistics of it is actually done. That's a little overkill. Launch with one colony, just have one of your pawns, you can create a colony. Yeah, but like you have to then like create like a colony with much fewer characters, right?
Hourglass empty.
Which I guess it's not impossible. It just really depends on how you want to do it, I guess. Anyway, so 1 pawn more items. Ah, I see.
Alone, we will die.
I mean, at that point, it sounds like it would be quite crazy, yeah. Like the whole trying to, I guess it's trying to survive in and of itself. Since you guys are used to it, probably wouldn't be too bad. But like the whole trying to start a single colony alone would end up working a little better at least. Did I need to change any skills for this? Not really. Yeah, this should be fine. That size is a little much, I have to say. Like, hot damn. Oh, what that missed. I forgot when she gets her blocks as well. There's one block down. But I remember she had blocks for quite a bit whenever I played. Of course he misses. Gets the post. She has one block. Wait, she has one block remaining? Did I not get rid of it? Hmm? Someone gives a block. Ah, I see. Right. Right. I think they get that in the same turn that they do everything else feels a little messed up, but that's fine. Maybe step left 1 turn. Step 4. Okay. Of course he misses. Okay, the question is whether this would work. I don't think this will reflect, right? Would it? I'm genuinely curious if it would. I doubt it will. But if it does reflect, that's kind of funny. Oh, it does reflect! Oh! Oh! That's kind of funny, actually. Oh! Huh. Okay, cool. I was actually not expecting it to reflect, but hey, I have no complaints. %. 90% beat resist. %, huh? Ah, okay, sure. Okay. $62. Blocks in our groups. I would not doubt it. I would not doubt it. Oh. That's it though. Can we actually get this to work? Sensor. What's he at now? It's a 60% protect. Okay, I mean that helps. That helps a lot. Ah, this one was the one that was guarding her, huh? Yeah, I guess it makes sense since that was the one she just summoned, but... God damn it. It does consume an action at least. No. Can I get this to work? Is he still alive? Barely, but he is.
Harden yourself. This battle is not yet over.
18. Yeah, this doesn't work as well, huh? I guess focusing her down would be the better way to go about it. Which is to be expected, I guess, but man. be a little tough. It would be easier to just leave the serpents there and focus her down instead. Yeah, she was just taking her time with the summons. Or I could change one person out. Having him feels like it does help nonetheless. Put him in the back, bring 2 people at the front and focus her down. I think they do that much damage. They do have bleed, which is the more annoying thing. The issue is not so much that the snakes actually deal damage, it's more the fact that this thing does a lot of damage. So like, while the snakes themselves individually do not do a lot of damage, they are more than enough to basically just push the party to death with the bleeds and the blights. Because they just need to hit you, crit, and basically just let this thing hit you again, and then you just take the dot on your turn. And that is the annoying part of it all. So it would be easier for me to just focus her down instead. Change it to small death store checks. Yeah. Which is why just like leaving them alone, then we just try to focus her down would probably be the easier way to do it, I feel like.
That will do. Limiting losses can be its own.
I wanted to see if this party could do it as well, but apparently, yeah, it doesn't work as well as I thought it would.
Here has been a hard one, friend, and I find it safe to say things will not get easier.
Perhaps reckless do 6% chance reserve. Okay, yeah, we don't want that. Kinda don't want the rash either. No, but we can get rid of the rash by doing a dungeon instead with her. If there is any that I even want to do. When no trinkets are equipped. If I use the advantage, side damage is set. Hey, side decks are expensive. Clearly we can make time to get the bandage one at a later time. Instant act multiplier on prep round 8 speed. Now we don't really need that specifically. It is pretty good. It is pretty good, but it's fine. We can do without it. So much value. You say that as if I get any district by week 20. I think usually I only remember the districts exist by like week 30 or 40. Do I have anyone else who can pull? I know who I want to use, but let's try something different, but that didn't work as well. Oh wait, no, he's alcoholic, isn't he? No, he's a gambler, sorry. Stress recovery, yeah, sure. Do I even have enough, come to think of it? Probably not, right? Oh, we do, just not... No, that's not the one. It's this one. Yeah. I mean, the fact that it uses jewelry as well. Nah, it's fine. We can make do without it. What other ways could I do that? If I ignore her front row and leave all the snakes there, I could technically just like focus her. And no, but they might still guard her, right? The fact that her bleed and blight resist are that high is also another problem. Like blight was 110, bleed was 90. So 30 plus this is still an 80% chance. I mean, 80% is pretty high, so like, the fact that he was missing his bleed as much as he did is quite something, but I guess it can't be helped. Well, he did miss the attack itself as well, but he has the Laudanum Penchant, and I don't think I brought Laudanum, so... that might have been the reason why he missed quite a bit as well. I keep forgetting he has that. I should get rid of it. Yeah, that one's gonna be tough. Quartus Musketeer, Master Hellion. I worry about the party dying too quickly if I did that. Because like, all it takes is that snake drop thing she does, critting once. And one of the three would get pushed to like, close to 0 HP instantly, with or without the bleed alone. Yeah, it will push one of them to like... If she crits, one of them would be very close to death instantly, which is why I want to at least bring the Man-at-Arms as a backup measure. Also, it's kind of funny that the damage reflection actually works. You know what, that makes me feel like I should... No, he can't guard. If only he could guard. It would have been funny as fuck if he could guard. Can you imagine giving him that? No, he can't use it together, huh? His is already 50%. Yeah, nah, we don't need it. I don't think it was bad for me. The strategy was off. Yeah, I really do feel the strategy was what was off. Like, trying to kill the snakes was not the right way to do it. I mean, maybe there are teams that could benefit from that, but not this one. Like, not this party. Like, with this party, it would have been better if I had just left the snakes there and tried to focus her down instead, I feel like, maybe. Like, if we leave them there, I'm not sure how consistently they would recast the guard anyways. And if we leave them there, she won't cast her. She won't get another block from casting a snake either. Then at that point, all that's left is for me to, like, focus heal the Man-at-Arms. And let him like poke the boss with his damage reflect. Maybe. Also, I burnt all of my cash doing that, which not the best. Also, I got more than one mark to make sure there is. Yeah. No, like usually when we beat the boss, it's because we use a mark team. As in the last 2 runs at least, I think both times, it's either we used a mark team once and a shield breaker to guard break her once, or we just use a mark team both times. Like, I think the first time, I could be wrong because it's been a while, but like I could have sworn it might have been an Arbalest plus Houndmaster. Then the second time I might have brought a shield breaker instead. Then we just wailed on her while she couldn't be guarded. Yeah, an Arbalest would help with that instead of her. I was thinking that perhaps I could just make her bleed and then just get her to shoot to the back. But that would have worked better, I think. The only issue is I didn't do it either. Like, I gave her this to hit the bleeding, and then I just like AoE the party instead of just firing at her specifically. And his 80% chance to bleed didn't like trigger on her. No, even if it did trigger, she moves 3 times a turn. So by the time she's done with her turn, if she's fast enough, there will be no bleed stacks left on her. So like that tactic in and of itself was kind of very flawed. Point at something and she's gonna delete it. Yeah. Many of the bosses that like have fixed positionings really get mulched very hard by her. Yeah, Mark also only sticks for a few turns, but at least they rework Mark so that like Mark is now affected by the turn counter, not by the enemy's action counter. So where Bleed would trigger 3 times in a turn, Mark would just stay for 3 actual full like turns instead of like for the character's 1 turn because they have 3 actions. Yeah, they changed up Mark. So Mark is actually very big now, meaning that like if we made a party like you said with like Arbalest, multiple benefactors for Mark, like it's not like that both of you said, right? It would be very effective. Yeah. We can take our time to grind there, why not? Until then though, we still have time for 1 more run. Let's do something before I go. That if minus get all 4 buffs when no trinkets are equipped. At least with this one, it makes a little more sense, right? It's not like reading comprehension, where it's like 1 person. This buffs the party with it. No, this... I don't know when I will use this though. It sounds very good, but like this sounds like the kind of effect I would want in the early game, not at the end game. I mean, the effects are quite tempting though, like 30% healing received is a lot. But yeah, if it requires the individual characters to have no trinkets equipped, I don't know when I would want to use this. Oh, you know what else I could do that might be a little funny? I could give her the thing that gives her mark. Doesn't give any damage either. Yeah, it makes people tankier, which is nice. It gives them the added survivability instead with the healing received. I mean, the act and speed are pretty nice for offense in the sense that you get to go before them and hopefully snipe someone out, but like in terms of actual like damage output, it isn't really there. We'll come back to this guy hopefully. Oh wait, no, cause like he's still in the thing. If he comes out of the thing, we could actually try this boss. So how about we do a short dungeon somewhere, and then we do this, and then we end off. Is it like enemies don't have like a gazillion speed? I mean, 4 is a decent amount. Yeah, I mean like 4 is about how much a trinket would give you anyway, right? Like the average trinket gives you like how much speed? Actually, I have no idea. 2 speed. I mean, I'm looking at commons, so it's probably not a fair comparison, but like 4 speed. Yeah, I guess it's fine-ish. Yeah, but this is like a party-wide speed stone. Kinda. Yeah, so it basically acts as both, while simultaneously giving you healing receive and stress reduction. No, that's why you see, this is why I'm saying, like, this feels like something I will use at the early game when, like, the point of comparison is, like, items like that, right? Like, a speedstone is a common, which is, like, I would want to use this in the early game, where, like, this thing is essentially multiple, or maybe in the mid game, I guess, if I really was that lacking in trinkets, but it feels hard to be that lacking. Maybe you could use it on, like, no, I wouldn't use it on the man at arms either. It doesn't feel like something I would want to use on a tank either. Maybe the trinkets don't scale much, don't scale really scale power much. Yeah, I get that, but, like, for something that you only get from doing, like, a champion long dungeon, this does not feel like something I would want to actively use if I got it, in that sense. Because, like, if I can clear a champion long dungeon, I probably have good enough trinkets that this thing isn't as worthwhile to use. Yeah, but, like, I can just use things that would give me way better effects, right? Like, I could use all of this at that point. Like, would I really want to essentially give my party the effects of multiple common items at endgame when I can just use stuff like the, where's the scroll? Like the profane scroll and stuff like that. Like, in a situation where I can just, like, put stuff like this, you know, like all the other reliquary spores and the like, I don't know if I would want to use it. Like, I could instead of that, I could give my DPS, like, the profane scroll. I could give the bounty hunter this. I could give this to the Hellion. Like, if I had multiple people, I could, like, there's a bunch of stuff that I feel like I would rather just use instead, because of the fact that it's such a late game item. Like, if it was a mid game item, I could see myself using it, but this late in the game, not so much. What it costs? What did Route say? Wait. What it costs an email about an error I have the game. It's called Puzzle Craft. Complete made 4 more games, but then just die, I guess. Maybe it just didn't do as well as expected or something, or maybe they earned enough and just moved to another platform. Like, either way, the end game for most companies probably isn't to stay, like, a permanent, like, mobile game development company anyways. I would think, at least, like, if someone is that enthusiastic to get into games, they would eventually want to move off of just developing mobile titles. Yeah, we could try, like, leveling her or something. Maybe that would help. Give her this. Just a pagan. She's definitely not religious, so I can give her this. What's this again? Gain 1 to 2 additional gems, but I need to be torch below 1. I really want to use that at some point. That one really does seem fun to use. I need to find a good opportunity to use it. I mean, there are plenty of opportunities, just want an even better one. Oh, just doubles the chance. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Like, look at the 50% chance for double gems. Imagine if a sapphire drops. That's like 2 sapphires. Which is, yeah, that's not really a lot, huh? I mean, it still sounds worth it, kinda. I just want to use it because it feels funny to use. I don't know how effective it would actually be, but it's chances double, not the rate. Oh, chance doubles, not the rate. Oh, so basically it becomes a wait. Buffs and loot chance. Okay, I misread it. So it basically becomes 100. Oh wait, no, then that's really good then, right? Like it's 1 to 2, 50% chance. Then like 100% if torch is below 1. Gems every combat. Yeah, like if I'm doing like this dungeon at night, that's like additional gems for every battle basically. Like that's why I say I'm looking for a good chance to do it. Cause like I don't want to like go to the catacombs and then turn off the light just to do it. But as you can see, you know, 6 out of 6, it's all morning. Like I want to be able to make the excuse of like, yes, I'm going over there to do it. But like game decided no. Today ain't that day. No on down APKs, I guess Microsoft Store is. I mean, it probably would be a little safer anyway if you go through the Microsoft Store. I don't know how secure their vetting processes, but probably should be fine. Ever done zero light quest in the treasury? Actually, no. Come to think of it, I don't think I have. I feel like there hasn't been as much of an incentive to try for zero light, so I haven't been doing it as much. Like, yeah, the rewards from the carrots are good, but like, so there are so many other funny ways to make money in this that like I haven't gotten around to trying it out yet. It's like using the bounty hunter has been quite fun as well. The antiquarian is pretty good in the treasury. There's a lot of money. Yeah, there's a few ways to make money, so it's like those ways entertain me a little more because I'm scared of how scary carrots are. As much as I love their aesthetic, they are very scary and I don't want to fight them. Short dungeon, yeah, that's fine. Let's go. 1, 4. Need more money. Need more money. I'll use the grave robber anyway, it's fine. Actually, no, we don't need that much food, surely. I'm doing one of this just in case, then everything else is probably fine. It's a short dungeon. Maybe one more key. It's where religious heroes and XP really shines, but you can't really farm them, which is a shame. Oh yeah, it would, huh? Religious heroes and XP8. XP8 especially would, huh?
To be gleaned from these age-old workshops. Establish a route through
I wonder how effective that would be actually. Next stream of this we do, maybe we should give that a try. Yeah, like where I intentionally like try to build a team around like XP8 as far as possible. And then like go there and try to beat the carrots. Because we don't have to be at 0 light technically during the battle itself. We just need to be at, right? We just need to be at 0 light when the end of battle resolves. So like we can let like for example the Vestal skills just like light it up a little bit. And then we just like turn the button off again at the very end. It's probably not too bad. What's the combat start? Oh, combat start. No, but if it's combat start, it's still fine, I guess, with the logic I'm thinking of. Because what I'm thinking of is that, like, we go in, we let like the Vestal and the light like just like prop up the light a bit more. Because in order to trigger a Kevrod's fight, we need to be below 50% light anyways, right? So it doesn't matter too much whether we're at 0 or 50, but once the battle starts, we let it go up a little bit so the debuffs aren't as debilitating. Oh no, but yeah, then if that's the case, we don't have to turn it off at the end either. Yeah, that's actually not too bad, actually. If that's the case. Crusader use Bulwark. Yeah, Crusader, Vestal. I guess you could bring the Judicator as well. One time get it in a heartbeat, but now there's more games like 1200 ads, pay to win, 24-hour timer. Yeah, time gates are very important to them. Very, very important. It's through the power of time gates that you ensure that planning the game is easier. You put in a time gate so you know like how hard the players who grind the most, how far the players who grind the most can get. Then if you feel like being extra spicy, you would basically allow people to whale basically energy to get to the front quicker. I mean to get to endgame quicker, and you just like don't bother to balance the game for them. That'll be actually fucked up, but I do know of companies that do that. They just like, yeah, we just need to we do this to make them spend, and then we don't think about like, well, what about the end game that this players ought to get at the end? I mean, some do. Like, I would say Side Games does that pretty well in terms of like trying to create a environment for the end game players to have something to do typically. I mean, if they didn't, then like, fuck, I don't think the what's it called again? Grand Blue would have lasted as long as it did either. Crit block stress is so funny. I know, right? It's like, scary attack. No, scary. And then like, oh, but it did no damage. Literally, you block a crit attack and you're like, scary. That could have hit me. I would have thought it would be more along the lines of like, they would actually like heal stress if anything. Like the thought of actually like evading the attack would be like, such a strong attack, but it means nothing to me because I blocked it. And you just heal stress instead, which gives stress relief. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know if it'll be possible to do, but it sounds more fitting. I mean, to be fair, the original game was also, vanilla was also stress on crit block. So I really don't know if like the systems exist for them to even change it, but if it were changeable, it would be quite funny. I didn't bring Laudanum, huh? Laudanum? 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 But yeah, stress relief on crit block would have been quite funny to have. It's a little too complicated for my brain to attempt to pronounce. It's like some Harry Potter spell right there that you just chanted. 9, 2, 15. Don't block, don't block, don't guard him. Okay, that's fine. Ignore guard, pull forward. Each one says doesn't matter. Oh no, it does matter. He healed a lot from that. But yeah, I was looking at some of the even more like the more modern like gacha games, especially like. Man, I mean it's still an improvement compared to like the FGO days, but like man, it's still kind of rough, huh? Overall. Like I would gladly take any modern title over FGO, but that's a very low bar at this point. So I say, but like last I checked, like FGO is still like one of the top rankers within like Japan in terms of sales. No, you know, it's like remember that one news article that was made. I don't remember when, saying that the game actually like recorded losses or something. It's still like, if you look at it like on a yearly basis, like it's still actually earning. I mean, revenues wise, it's earning some of the highest within the gacha game genre globally still. Which will even get new players. Yes, but it's falling year on year. Like new. I was looking at a lot of the data recently. They are getting new players, yes, but the amount of new players is falling year on year. So like if last year they got 100,000 players, then maybe this year they got like 90,000 or 80,000, that kind of drop. I mean the drop is bigger than that, but like yeah. It's surprisingly still getting some level of new players.
The glory will come. For now,
Like their revenue is still pretty high, if I recall. Like it's not like their revenue is growing by much, but last I checked, revenue for them was also growing by like, no, it's not growing, sorry, it was stagnating, but their yearly ranking revenue wise globally is still like 4th or 5th in the world within the specific like confines of gacha games. The moment you leave the gacha game like what do you call it, that genre, industry, whatever you call it, the moment you leave that circle, it's actually scary how much other games are making. Like I was trying to see what games are earning the most in the world. Like Genshin is earning about the same as Pokemon Go, and both of those games are earning less than Candy Crush still.
secure it and march on.
As insane as it is, the boomers are actually propping up like Candy Crush enough for it to be earning more than Genshin. Rank 195. You still have a chance. No. You have to have faith. And let's try it again. Hopefully not. You just have to believe. As the old saying goes, if you ain't got faith, you ain't got nothing. You just gotta believe it'll go well, and it will be fine. Clearly. It's like 2 days left. 2 days. It does feel like there's a chance someone might break past, huh? If it's like 2 days, it's actually terrifying. I feel like you might have to, although it depends, I guess, like how much could people actually know? Would it? how much could people actually grind up in the last 2 days? Like, the only way I can see people beating someone in the last 2 days for that event when they couldn't for the last prior many few days is if they like wail at the very end. Which if they were gonna wail, like, I don't think there was any hope of beating them either way. But yeah, it's kind of surprising that FGO was doing as well as it was still. Can I have flamethrower? No, we have flamethrower at home. Some cacti I gotta visit. Get the dredge. That's your flamethrower at home. It's kind of unfortunate that the dredge doesn't actually do additional damage to them, huh? No. You die now. One can grow on Ultra Crack. Yeah, but it doesn't do. Actually, yeah, it is. No, but the dredge doesn't have a move to kill themselves, so clearly underpowered. When they give the dredge self-destruct, I'll consider it.
Death does not regard significance.
You just know that if a player ever gives a character self-destruct, it's probably gonna hit friendlies as well. I feel like if someone actually bothered to, they would probably make it hit friendlies. Like, it won't be like this, where it just hits the enemy and fucks them up. It will hit both sides. I'll bet you now, no one would have created like self-destruct, but it only hits the enemy. Actually, maybe someone might have, but I refuse to believe anyone has done it yet. In this game, I mean. If we like check all the mods that exist now. Ignores Death's Door. Oh, can you actually ignore Death's Door on DD1? I feel like if you could get it to do that in DD1, it's even more terrifying than in DD2. Actually, no, it would be just as terrifying. No, it'll be more terrifying in DD2, yeah. Ignore Death's Door. How about no? Scary. My heart can only take so much. Let's not do that. Isn't it you can get on your own heroes to ignore the enemy's Death's Door? Yeah. So it's actually better indeed. Like, it actually has like somewhat more of a purpose. Attack that if just instantly die. That would actually be broken in DD2. Like, if there was anything that would break its balance, it would probably be that. Actually, who knows? Like, nah, I guess there would be some small number of enemies that would be badly affected by it, but like things like bosses wouldn't be affected. Things like Yeah, it's mostly the bigger sized enemies and some of the more important like small elites. Which is still fucked and terrifying, but yeah, maybe when they eventually add a boss when they eventually add a boss or something on that level. No, I guess the non-final boss do have Death's Door, huh? So yeah, it would still work. You could potentially fuck up the bosses pretty bad with it.
Yes, strike true.
If the enemy reduces you to the reverse. I mean, you don't really have to do that. You can just like make the player play against like the third boss, right? Just make the player play against the third trial. It would fuck up their sanity as much as an enemy that would like reduce your HP to 0 and kill you instantly. Like, you would get the same effect on the player's like mental health either way. That's random street account. Oh, now you're thinking with sadism. See, that's how to make. If you wanted to make DD2 the lowest rated game on Steam, you could just do that.
Cover, prepare. Come dawn, we march.
And so many people will probably review bomb the game just because of that alone. You never know. I selected the wrong person there. I selected the wrong person. Help.
Against the light, our foes will fall.
Ah, it's only 5. It's not that bad. She could have been at 0 if I didn't misclick, but that's fine. Again. Yeah, and they're probably gonna rework Obsession eventually again. They've reworked it again, and again they'll eventually rework it.
Our cause is righteous, but
He made the
requires
Minecraft
funds.
sound.
We must be more vigilant.
Like the more important question is how many times will they actually have to rework it before the boss actually becomes like something that they won't be satisfied with. Can't just let go. Yeah, it really is quite the coincidence, huh? Well, I guess you could say it's really fitting that Obsession ended up being the one. But yeah, like even from a gameplay perspective, I guess it would be the hardest one to try to like put into the game, if that makes sense. No, like to represent within the game with the mechanics that it currently has. I'm sure there's a way, but like it would seem that at the very least for now they have not found that way yet. So just hyper-focus on a single hero. Yeah. I guess in that sense, like if you're gonna force it to like wipe a single hero very quickly or something, I feel like that could be very easily cheesed though. It's the only thing. Like, I guess it depends on how they go about doing it. I mean, there are obviously gonna be ways they could make it work as well, but like, it really feels like the kind of thing where if you had some way to pull its aggro to like the flagellant, for example, the boss is gonna be a lot easier. You should be rewarded. Fair point. It's just that I feel like that if you bring the right team, it's just gonna end up being if you bring the flagellant again. Because it feels like most of the content in the game is just if you bring the flagellant, you're kind of gonna do pretty well. I mean, yeah, fair enough. I mean, like, it does feel that, like, between the two, there are many who would prefer 1 over 2. And I don't mean it as, like, some old man being like, back in my day, things used to be better. But, like, the games were designed with the intent of being very different games. And, like, with their current systems, DD1s feel like it gives the players a lot more to play around with in general. Okay, you're dead. Then hit. Cool. Like DD, like between the two, as of right now at least, DD1 does give you a game with more replayability. Because the game isn't as... how do I put it? It's kind of hard to put into words, but like, the fact that the runs are shorter, as in like a single run of DD2 is literally just a run of a trial. But a run of DD1, it's a very long process of finishing the entirety of a campaign, which gives you a lot more replayability and a lot more chance to play with, like, variety as well. But the only one, he has a very focused role. He's resistant to beat and deals a lot of beats. Good ranges have beats. Like, goodness, a lot. He doesn't want to make him good against everything, kind of. I would say more so than he needs to. We need to make him good against everything. It's more like, actually, yeah, in that sense, yeah, because like you still need to go through like more than 50% of the regions that exist within the game. So you technically could pick the right regions, and therefore you don't have to spec him as hard. But at the same time, I feel like the bigger issue is that they kind of design the game in a way where, because there are fewer characters and they have a set number of roles they want to fulfill, they give each character multiple classes, which in a way kind of reduces the amount of variability and the playstyle of the player as well. I mean, it's in all situations. Yeah, I agree. Like, there is a bigger pressing need to ensure he's usable in a bigger variety of situations. And so the characters are designed in such a way as well. And because of the smaller pool of characters, each character has been given a wider pool of skills that in the end led to you probably using the same party more than you would in DD1. Okay, let's table. Yeah. It definitely does. It's what I was trying to say as well. Like, with the whole, a run is a lot shorter in DD2 than in DD1 because what is defined as a run is very different. And what you need, what is required of you to do in a run of each is very different. Yeah, as you say, most of the run varieties decided on the start. Like, that's a very big thing. With DD1, your run variety is decided every time you venture into the dungeon, which is a subset of your overall run, which is the campaign. Okay, English chat brawl. Oh, hey, 3k, I mean 5k. That's great. That might come in handy actually. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? It's not very surprising. But it is welcome. Yeah, it's a welcome surprise. I feel like I shouldn't bring her. Like, bringing her is just unsafe, but I don't know who else I could want to bring. I need to increase his accuracy though, if we want to make this work. We will need him. I feel like bringing the Illuminator, but he's a bit OP, which makes me feel a bit bad about bringing him. Let's do a welcome one. Ah, that was the line. Yes, yes. Wait, no. Yes, no? He needs accuracy. I want to give him this, but I don't want him to like fucking explode in a single hit. And giving him damage reflection doesn't feel very useful when like the boss is like 3000 HP. Like I want to bring it, but it doesn't feel like it's gonna be very useful in this specific situation. Like if he gets hit for 100 and reflects 50, that's really cool and all, but like, I mean, the boss's HP makes 50 feel like not a lot. This is Levantine. Leviathan? No, not Leviathan. Like bring. I need accuracy for him. Okay, but first and foremost, before I start thinking of everything else, give the thrall accuracy. On being hit, buff self. 15% damage, yeah, but marking him might be difficult. This gives 5x. I feel like the problem the last time was that we didn't have a way to remove or reduce the dodge of the tongue. But if we had that, it would have gone a little bit better. I won't say it will go a lot better, cause with my luck it probably wouldn't, but it would have gone a little bit better at least. Maybe like this. Put him here, put him here. Rampart can be used in the first 3 slots. That said, we don't really need that specifically. We can just like... keep shuffling you. Yeah, so this would help. She has this, so as long as I keep her in her first form, it's fine. But I need a way to like deal with Thrall getting pushed. No, with Thrall getting pushed it's fine, cause if I got the Thrall for some stupid reason, he would get pushed back and the Thrall would stay in the front. As silly as it is, that actually would work, wouldn't it? Because I hit the 2 at the front, then push her back, then these 2 would come forward. Then she can kick herself back forward. Yeah, not the 2 get hit. Ah. It would require some pretty bad RNG for that to happen, but it's not an impossibility. Like, it could actually happen that both of them get hit together. Like basically the boss hits her and him because he's guarding him, and then she moves back and he doesn't, and then on the next hit it hits him, and then he moves back. In which case, yeah, it would happen probably. Hopefully it works. Hopefully. What does this give? On riposte? Bleed. 50% damage versus bleeding. Bleed riposte. Minus 10 speed. XP8. Do I really want that? I feel like that's kind of useless. Yeah, let's not do that. What else can I bring? Her HP would get reduced very quickly, I would reckon, so that might be fine. I could have sworn I had like tank boots or something, but I don't have tank boots. Do I? Do I not? Oh wait, no, I had the ring. %, protect HP below 50%. I want something that gives him protect. But I don't have my favorite trinket. Yeah, he can't kill, so that won't help much. 15%. Light resist. To speed, you gotta build a scout team and go caves. Scout team and go caves. Yeah. For that thing. I need to do that eventually to do it, to get it. Like, if I really want it, I have to do it eventually. Healing received max HP. To get what? The perfumer item from the carapace. The caprus? The caprake. That thing. I really like it a lot. The only issue is that, like, yeah, we need to grind to get it. Received. Healing done? Should I increase it? Instead of debuff, 20%, 10%. It depends on how much. No, we don't need disease kit. I'll bring one torch just in case. Smoke of blunt alone can guard against unmourners. This removes debuff? I think. Yeah, okay. No, sorry, I was thinking of something. This is not very useful, actually. For this dungeon, I mean.
We can ignore this matter no longer. A worm is impeding us. A worm so ancient that it has grown beyond comprehension. Not only does it threaten to cause cave-ins down below, it terrorizes those on the surface, friend and foe alike. If we are to proceed, we must do the unthinkable and defeat this Leviathan of the sands. If we are to strike the heart of the troglodytes, we must clear this desert Leviathan from our path. When you have the mighty terror's attention, we will provide cannon fire. This is it. Hold fast.
Hold
the gunnery
fast.
is being ready to aid you.
Or expire. %60. Oh yeah, he was at 50%. Uh-oh. Well, that's certainly not the best way for him to start off, but I mean, as long as he doesn't use like the crash skill twice in a row, we're quite fine. Also, I like how like the tongue receding is the signal for them to fire. It's totally understandable. I wouldn't want to get tongued by this thing either, but at the same time, this does look a little funny. Oh, that's not good. Wow, this thing was actually intelligent enough. So use the scream twice instead, huh? I'm actually kind of impressed, to be honest. Five to 9, that may not be enough. Didn't get pushed.
Spectacular.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, I guess I should have expected that would happen, huh? I should just left him there. Let him get pushed forward instead. I mean, push back, not push forward. Oh yeah. What's the entire party? Fun, innit? That there is just that chance that he would do it. Yeah, I suppose I could have brought like stun resist or something, but Lord knows whether that would have even worked. It's a freaking big worm. Indeed it is. It's a very scary worm as well. Oh hey Panthers. Hope you've been doing good. We are trying to see if we can do something about this worm being as big as it is. Thankfully we have the ship to help us here, but yeah, even then, it's a very terrifying worm. This was such a cool fight. Yeah. It gives me very Monhan vibes as well, which just makes it all the more entertaining. I feel like I end up saying that every time we do this boss, but like truly the vibes it gives of Monster Hunter, because of how it operates, I do like it a lot. Yeah, like the what's it called? The Jin Moran? Whatever the fuck it was called. It comes all the time. Yeah, that one. It reminds me of that. Where you have to like shoot it with a cannon, then jump on its back and hit its back. And then at the very end you shoot it with the cannon again, and that's the whole battle. Kinda like that, except this time you can actually kill it with damage. Like, if you really wanted to, you could kill this thing with its 3000 HP without using the ship, I believe. Like, there was someone who actually did it, the Mad Lad. But, yeah. At least there kinda is that option, as difficult as it is. Oh no, I forgot to... I was supposed to like... It's not the only siege monster. Yeah, it's not the only one, but it's the one that comes to mind the most for me. Some odd bleeds. Yeah, I mean, if you manage to stack enough bleeds on it, it really is just gonna get wrecked. At least that thing has 0 dodge, so I can just punch it again and hope it works. There we go. Punch for 40.
I must admit, this was quite
We done.
None that I have ever seen could achieve such a feat.
Not that bro just starts beating people up when he's stressed. I know, right? He just he's basically the Hulk if you think about it. Like the more stressed he gets, the stronger he gets or something.
Sharpen your blades.
No, the Hulk was when he gets angry, he gets stronger or something, I think. Basically something like that. Yep, they can just go sit there now. They can just retire in there, making Amber for the rest of their lives. Okay. That didn't go as badly as I thought it would. I was expecting it might have gone worse, but okay, that's good. All was mostly well. All that's left is getting a party to do this and the misadventures. While we see how... Well, I try to see if I can... Yeah, I don't think it's something on my end that I need to do, but like... We'll see when the new boss, the darkest difficulty dungeon appears, and then we'll decide from there what to do next. Yeah, there isn't really a specific trinket that I really want, so I guess we can just end it here. We'll continue this next week, because next Saturday I'm still fine. That said, next Sunday I might be out the entire day, so there won't be a stream on Sunday, so Minecraft might be affected, but Saturday will be as planned. Yeah, that's the plan for next week. Next week, Wednesday, Thursday will remain the same. Then Saturday will remain the same as well. Then Sunday will be me being MIA for that Sunday, and maybe... No, the week after, I think it's fine. Wait, let me check something real quick. Because I need to host someone who is coming to Japan, but they arrive on the 5th, which is the week after, so... Yeah, the week after should be fine as well. We'll leave... The 5th should be this... Yeah, no, the 5th we can leave the same as well. It's the week after that might be a bit busy. So, yeah, okay. We'll continue with BR next week. Thanks for dropping by once again, guys. We'll do Minecraft tomorrow. I'll bet maybe 1 or 2 hours later than the norm. Cause I'm going to like a bunch of events before that to like check some stuff out. But yes, tomorrow Minecraft do come and drop by if you want to. Even if it's not to play, if you just want to chill, that's fine too. But yes, I'll be heading off for now. You guys have a good rest of the day. Or have a good rest if it's night now. I'll be heading off now, so enjoy yourselves, take care, and bye-bye.